How you guys doing? Josh here with Ohio Fish Rescue. So we got an alarming response on how much you guys liked just hanging out with that 3,000 gallon aquarium over there the other night. So we went ahead and we're gonna basically do a whole series on basically hanging out with each tank, and you guys can learn a little bit about all the species in each tank, and you get a long glimpse look at every tank here at the Ohio Fish Rescue. So to start things off over here, we've got this beast right here. He's big. That's Schwarzenegger. He is, in my opinion, I don't know of any other xanthic iridescent shark around, but he is a little bit rare. He's big. He's muscular. That's why we call him Schwarzenegger. We've had this fish for, you won't want to say close to 20 years now. He's a big boy. So I remember acquiring him at the old house when we used to live up in Cleveland before we even moved out to Strongsville, before Ohio Fish Rescue was even in our thoughts. This was one of our babies that we grew out. We probably got him around 15 inches, and he's well over 3 foot now. And as I said, he's a xanthic iridescent shark. We keep him in here so he is on display, and people can see just how big these iridescent sharks can actually get that you see for sale in pet stores for like $2, $3 a piece. It's astounding. So getting into some more color here. This is a bocordy. This is a type of South American cichlid. As you guys can see, they've just got greens, pinks, red, blues. They've got all sorts of different colorations on them. He's always had a messed up tail ever since we got him, but he thrives just fine. There's actually 2 of them guys in here. Oh, would you look at that? They're getting into to do a fight down there. These are our Jaguar cichlids, and they are actually a breeding couple. As you guys can see, they breed right behind them rocks. So I guess that's boyfriend and girlfriend getting into a little argument down there. So up here, as you guys remember, we had Bert. He was one of our mascots here at Ohio Fish Rescue. He got old and passed away not too long ago. But we've got Sir Heisenberg, which is now our actually no, it's not our biggest. We have an albino in the pool that's actually bigger than Heisenberg. He is our biggest regular giant gourami. And then we have this red-tailed giant gourami right here. And you can see he's got a lot of little reddish orange coloring on him. See his scales on his side. But those are the giant gouramis. Looking over here, these are phoenix barbs. These are called Spinabarbus dentacalis, I believe. But they are phoenix barbs. They get this just beautiful deep pink coloring on their fins. We picked up 3 of them from a rescue in Chicago, and these guys have actually started to breed for us in this tank. So that's something that's pretty amazing to me. We'll see if they actually drop eggs and hatch. So this guy right here is a tinfoil barb, and he's probably about 10 inches long or so. You guys see them for sale in pet stores all the time, but they are a great cleanup crew. They sift through the gravel. They actually have a nice red fins on them, and pretty cool. There's a bigger one right there. He's about 12 inch. But if you guys look, you guys keep asking about this fish right here. Now it kind of looks like a tinfoil barb, but there's something a little bit different about them. These guys are actually called lemon barbs. And you don't see them all too often, but they do get a little bit bigger than tinfoil barbs. I only have two of them here at the rescue, and say that one's probably about 13 inch, and the other one, where is he at? Other lemon barb, there he is. He's about 14 inch or so. You can see their fins, they get that nice lemon tint to them, just on their bottom fins though. Their back fins stay that grayish silvery color. Now coming over here, look who's here.
Hey guys, I just want you to know that I want to tell Josh in front of you guys, You do such a good job, Joshy. I love when you video.
Alrighty, so back to the fishy fun. Over here, of course, we've got your common clown knives. Now, you guys know that, or you might not know, but if you have 1 to 3 clown knives in the tank, they can, sometimes cause trouble. But if you have a group of 7 or more, there's too many attitudes in the tank, and they ended up stop fighting. So we have a good portion. There's 1 down there, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a bunch hiding back in these rocks. Oh, there's 1 right there and 1 over there. So there's 8. My dad just said he thinks there's 9 in there. So, yeah, we just have a good portion of them, so there's no fighting, and they all seem to be getting along. Over here, so you guys can see, there's a normal iridescent shark. This is a high fin Brune shark. Now, this is probably going to be the fish that gets the largest in this tank. These are the true monsters of over in Asia. They're second to the Mekong cat, which is actually the one of the largest freshwater fish. They can get 12 foot long. But these Brune sharks right here, in captivity, they can get about 8 feet. But most don't really reach that size. But this guy here, we acquired him September 1st of last year. So what's that? He's about 15 months old, and I'd say he's a good 26 inch or so. He's actually getting ready. We might bump him out to the pond here soon, because he's starting to get a little bit of an attitude on him, and he's a natural-born predator, so he loves to chase fish around. And you guys can see we've got some smaller fish in this tank.
Remember, the original iridescent sharks are omnivores, and these things here are not. They are meat eaters, and they have teeth, and they will go after fish.
Yes, they will. So let's get back to some more fish here. Of course, you guys know we've got the Oxydorus niger cat. This is a beast of a catfish here. They are gentle giants for the most part, but if you do sort of tick them off, they will use them bones on their side as a weapon. So always be careful there. Now we've got this guy cruising in back here. This is still in the pangasius family. This is the Pangasius lornauti. This is the black ear pangasius or black ear Brune. Many people call them many different names, but they are native to southern Asia, and these guys will get about 5 foot long or so, but they've got this nice blue metallic sheen to them, and they sort of have the back fin. The back fin gets higher, kind of looks like a black tip reef shark, kind of. That's what my dad likes to think. But we've got 2 of these guys, and this guy is the bigger of the 2. But they are a great addition to any of your predator tanks. You just have to watch out. The mouth on them things are pretty big, and they are predators unlike the iridescent sharks. So coming up towards the top of the water column, of course, every monster fish keeper loves this fish. These are your silver arowana. We actually have 3 silvers in here, and what they want to call a snow white. They just have less pigmentation and a higher shine to them, but they are silver arowana nonetheless. They get big. They are known for jumping out of the water and getting insects and even monkeys out of the trees in South America. You guys have probably seen videos online of it. It's pretty amazing to see these guys feed. They will jump up and bite your hand when you're trying to feed, so you always got to be careful. Over here we've got the marble line long-nosed gar. It's always just a neat fish to have in your collection. This is actually a hybrid long-nosed gar. It's a hybrid between the spotted and the marble line long nose. Just still a cool looking fish. Over here we've got Florida gars. Can't forget about them. Something that native to the United States here, and they're pretty cool fish to have in your collection. Now we have a xanthic tropical gar here somewhere. Let me see if I can find them. It's a dark tank and kind of hard to see. So I might not find him. He might be behind the rocks. He might be hiding. So we're going to let him pop out at his own time. But over here, you guys can see, we know we have the flower horn in there. You know, most people are surprised that we're able to have a flower horn of such size in a community tank. Well, you know, that's exactly what we do here at Ohio Fish Rescue. We do the unexpected. And speaking of the xanthic tropical gar, there he is. He just came lurking out of the shadows. Now, this guy we've had for quite a long time too. So he's getting up there in age, but what it means to be melanistic is all black pigmentation. He has no color to him, so he is solid jet black. Even if you put him in an all-white tank, he stays jet black. So that right there, folks, is a melanistic tropical gar. Now coming down here to the bottom again, we have the African giraffe catfish. These guys are always cool. They get these cool little whiskers on their mouth. Kind of hard to see with the Niger cat right in the way, but they were bitten off and burned off in transportation. They are growing back. But this guy is constantly sifting through the gravel, and he keeps basically, I don't have to gravel vac this rocks because these guys and the Barb sift through them so much that there's never no dirt. I can get in there, kick them around, and there's no dirt. The only time that dirt is stirred up is these lava rock. There's a bunch of dirt that settles in between them that do not get stirred up. So as you guys seen when I was moving that lava rock, this tank got pretty nasty dirty. That's why we're also taking some of the lava rock out, and we're going to give the fish some more room. We're going to redecorate this somehow, but one step at a time. Always one step at a time. So that right there is a Persei cichlid. They get a decent size. They've got a nice green sheen to them with that black patch on their belly. Something you can't look past. They are pretty amazing. This guy's another South American cichlid. That is a black belt cichlid. He's got pinks and greens and blues in him. Nice predominant black belt on his side. Now, what else is in here that I'm forgetting about? Oh, of course, we've got the Pacu. We've got 3 albino Pacu in here and 1 red belly Pacu. His name is Poseidon. Now, speaking of sifting the gravel, there goes that giraffe cat doing all my hard labor for me. This is exactly why I do not have to ever clean the gravel. You can see he just sucks it up into his mouth. He gets all the debris, he snacks on it, and shoots the gravel out of his gills. But one thing that kills me is he leaves them pits all over the tank. So if you think you can have a nice even layer of gravel with Nigers or giraffe cats in your tank, you are sadly mistaken, because these guys will basically put the gravel however they want it, however they see fit. You always have barren spots where they like to lay. So at nighttime, you'll see this Niger over here in this corner. I don't know why, but they love the bare bottom and they'll just sit there. But a cool little thing that they do. These guys are great cleaners. So if you guys are looking for something to sift through the substrate of your predator tanks, these guys are a good fit. So are the Oxydorus Nigers. Like I said, gentle giants over here. So last but not least, we do have a few of the silver dollar family in here. We've got some orange spotted, and we've got some thin bar red hooks in here as well. And these are just, you know, your common community silver dollars. They do get big. These guys in here are probably, you know, 8 inches or so. They do get big, but I'm actually working on trying to catch these guys out of here and let them join the 1,000 gallon over here with the rest of the hooks, because these guys are breeding like crazy over here. So I want to have them some more suitable friends. We had them in here because we had that big school of large size, you know, 15, 16 inch Shiberki in here, but those guys have gotten old and they've passed out. They've passed away over the last 2 years. So we're gonna go ahead and get these guys and put them in with more of their own kind. But I do want to thank you guys for stopping in tonight and hanging out with the 4,400 gallon aquarium. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For all you diehard fans, press that notification bell. And as always, Heisenberg says, stay fishy, my friends.